Sunday, everyone. I'm your host, Frank Mallicoat. Good to have you on board this Sunday. We begin with our pitch. If you got a show idea, we'd love to hear from you. Go to facebook.com/BaySunday, comment to the page, and hopefully we'll get in touch. Showtime now. Our first guest is part of an outreach program of La Clínica, aptly named De Colores. They provide the LGBT community with information, support, and help when it comes to living a safe and healthy life in the East Bay, specifically in Oakland. We're delighted to have their project coordinator with us this morning from De Colores, Esteban Cuaya Munoz. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Welcome aboard. We've been chit-chatting quite a bit here off camera.
Yes,
but
we have.
Tell our viewers, De Colores, what do you actually do?
We provide a safe space for young gay bi men of color and transgender women of color between the ages of 17 and 29 in the county of Alameda, so they can have a safe space and be able to do social gatherings for other young gay bi men and transgender women of color.
And 4 years ago, this was an idea you and some friends decided to put together, and it's just grown. It's grown. Tell us, how did it start?
It started off by, well, a group of, like you said, myself and a group of other friends were realizing that there's a need of community and sense of family and friends where you can be yourself and not worry about being judged. So we saw that this is a need, and we wanted it for ourselves as well. So that's when we decided to make De Colores.
And say there's a viewer out there that would like to reach out to you. How do they do that?
Well, we have social media outlets that we can be.
Your Facebook page?
We have our Facebook. We have Instagram. We're currently on the La Clínica website, which is laclinica.org, and we're under our programs. And we also have our office on Fruitvale Avenue. You can locate it by finding the only rainbow flag that's on Fruitvale.
On Fruitvale Avenue.
Fruitvale.
Okay. It is a crisis. I mean, you educate too, safe sex. And it seems like HIV/AIDS still a crisis, although they are making great strides. But I was looking at some of the numbers. 1.1 million living with HIV. 1 in 6 don't even know it. And part of what you do is you educate young gay men and transgender on safe sex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Part of the project and what we're now doing is also, other than creating social gatherings such as bowling, camping trips, drag competitions. So we create these ways to pull this community together, and also and then we ask them that we let them know that we have other smaller groups where they can get more information about what negotiating safer sex, talking to friends about it, but also the importance of HIV testing. Because, like you said, a lot of young men and gay don't know their HIV status, and the majority don't know that they're HIV positive. So it's really important to also give them the option and let them know that we do have that access to free HIV testing.
Sure. And how about just the growth over the 4 years? Small support group, and it's grown. How many people are actually using the services and benefiting from it?
So 4 years ago, we only had it was 4 of us.
4 of you.
Now we have a pool about over 80 volunteers who have been throughout our program or
Wow.
contributed somehow, whether it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes, hours or days, contributing to the project and helping us expand our services.
And how are you funded?
We're funded through the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, who are allowing us to do this.
Okay, and you're an Oakland guy. You grew up there, and you wanted to give back, also provide a support for people of the LGBT community. That must give you a great sense of pride, I would think.
Definitely. It feels really, really amazing to be able to know that I'm from Oakland and I can also give back, and so it's not just someone else from a different community coming in, because it's being able to relate to the volunteers and the members. I feel it's very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
So and we don't see that often. So.
And I bet the city of Oakland is really happy to have you as well.
I hope so.
Oh,
I hope so.
I think they are. I think they are. Can you just give an instance where maybe a young gay man might come to one of the support groups or one of the events, a bowling event or a gathering, and just how he may change just in a couple of visits in terms of just feeling accepted and going through?
Recently, so I can give an example of we've had a few guys who recently came out to their families or friends and were, and through wanting that need of wanting to talk to friends or feeling like to be able to relate to other guys or other committee members and being able to express their feelings. And so we've had a guy come in and has ever since he joined us was really worried about others seeing him in the group, but now at this point he's more like he's taken initiative of wanting to plan and coordinate groups or events. So it's just that's just one
There's
example.
strength in numbers, in other words.
Yes.
That's great. Well, Esteban, thanks for coming in. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. If you'd like more information about De Colores, log on to facebook.com/decolores.38 right there, or 35. You see it? And that, once again, facebook.com, decolores.35. Very good. Back with more Bay Sunday right after the break. Stay there.